What's going on, YouTube? We are back outside. I actually really enjoyed making that last video I made while I was walking and talking. And so here we are again. This video is not going to be as long though. But I wanted to come out during this time of day. Y'all see the sky in the back? It is beautiful. I had to wait for that car to pass. But I'm gonna turn around real quick so y'all can see. Look at that. But anyway, I wanted to make another video kind of just talking about the need for men with women. And I don't mean, relationships and husbands and all of that. I mean, of course, that. But I'm talking about the father power. And disclaimer, this is not a knock for men. This is not a male bashing video. If anything, I want to encourage any men who come across this. But I've noticed that there is a steadily rising surge of men really being men, if that makes any sense. But they're men who are recognizing that there are younger men who are my age and younger who need strong males in their lives. They need that father power. They need father figures. They need male leadership and male mentorship. And these men are recognizing really just the deficit. Well, they recognize the deficit, but they're seeing how detrimental the deficit of strong male leadership has caused to this generation into the world. And so I see there are certain channels I'll come across YouTube, and I'm involved. Actually, I'm a part of a certain association that has a strong father power. And wouldn't you know, there are a lot of men in that arena, but it's because of what they stand for. They promote testosterone. They promote men being real men, taking on responsibility and fighting for their families, fighting for their wives, promoting men being in serious monogamous relationships and not, sleeping around with as many women as they think they can get, thinking that that's what makes you a man and all this stuff. I think deep down, men know that they need more than what this world has to offer. And yes, Jesus is the first thing, but I'm talking about just when it comes to practicality, when it comes to character. Men deep down want to be strong, and they want to be the best man possible that they could be, but they don't know how, because a lot of them haven't had that demonstrated for them in their own homes by their own father, and or there was never any man in their family or in their close circle. Their mothers didn't place them around strong men to make up some of that lack. You guys see the time of day it is, so pardon the my face getting darker, the lighting not being the best, but it's just all that is legit. And what I found myself doing is I found myself being drawn to a lot of these, particularly the YouTube channels, but even in the association that I'm connected to, I love being in there because I like seeing strong men myself, even as a woman. It's just so because women have a deep need to feel protected and safe, there is something so satisfying with just seeing that that still exists in real life. You know what I'm saying? And so men need that for sure. It's a given, because men really need other men to show them how to be men. No question about it. But women also need men. Women need father power in the home. They need to see what strength, real strength, looks like. They need to know what fortitude looks like. They need to know what it means to feel protected, because the first place a girl is supposed to feel that sense of safety and protection is from her dad. And even with some of the videos that I'll be watching with these channels, there are certain things that they talk about that are just characteristic traits that I think are just valuable across the board. I like when they talk about discipline. I like when they talk about having systems in place. I like when they talk about, not letting your anger get out of control and learning how to really just not letting your anger get out of control, and learning how to just say what you say what you mean and mean what you say, and let that be it. And people know when you're serious. Certain things that there are only certain things that women will be able to get from watching strong men as well. And of course, it just makes sense. How is a girl supposed to know what to look for when she hasn't had that demonstrated in the house? How is a woman supposed to know what it looks like to be submitted to a strong man that leads in love? Of course, I'm not talking about a bully. But how's a woman supposed to know what that looks like if she ain't never seen no strong man in the house? Or even if there is a man in the house and her mom and dad stay together, but he's a weak, whack, scared of the world man whose mom or whose wife walks all over. How is she supposed to know what a strong man looks like to lead in love when it comes to being able to stay focused and stay on task, and what not to tolerate when it comes to certain people and boundaries and things like that? Yes, women, I think there are certain boundaries that it's easier for a mother to teach her daughter, but there's also certain boundaries, like when it comes to respect, that just look different when a girl hears her father talking about it. And so this is an encouragement. Well, this is a gratitude video to all those men and all the men who are bossing up and manning up, and even the ones who are lost, but they're on that track of wanting to figure out. They're taking the steps to figure out what it looks like and what it means to really be a man, and more importantly, to be a man of God who leads in love. And so, to all of y'all who are taking those steps and seeking out mentorship and reading the books and praying and asking God to show you how to do it and what to do and what resources to get, I thank you and I acknowledge you. And for the men who are already operating in their masculinity and who are taking care of their children and are loving their wives and taking care of their wives, I say thank you and I see you and I acknowledge you. I made a video like years ago titled "Men Are Needed," and not many people saw it. But you guys, men are very much needed for men, but also for women. Strong men, godly men. any man who's watching, just know that the world might seem like it's promoting nothing but, Jezebels and girls who want to step all over boys and women who want to step all over men and feminism, and I don't need no man. I am woman, hear me roar. Had to finish this video in my doorway because somebody called me. But yeah, all the things you're seeing I'm just gonna come in. Seeing in the media and being portrayed like women don't need men and I am woman, hear me roar and all of that. All that stuff is foolishness and it's crap and it ain't true. Now, fortunately, I know that it's true with some people, with some women, but I'm gonna tell you deep down, every real woman wants a strong man. Every real woman, hear what I say, wants a real man to take care of her, to love her, to provide for her, to be the warrior in her life, to be her hero. You know what I'm saying? You are very, very needed for your sons, but also for your daughters. Think about if you have daughters, and even if you're not a father yet, you might have a daughter one day. Think about your future little girl. Think about your sisters, your cousins, the women in your vicinity, the little girls who come in contact with you every single day, who watch how you talk to them, who watch how you treat other people, who watch how you treat your girlfriend, your wife. We're watching. Things like that make a huge impact. Those are the things that you may never personally get acknowledged by, because like if a 5-year-old little girl is watching you and it's 17 years later and she's 22, I would put money on it that if you're operating like that in public, in your day-to-day, there are people who will have that testimony about you at some point in time in their life. So just know that you're planting seeds with your actions. I just wanted to post that because I think it was needed. And I'm gonna say it again to all my men out there. Mwah, I love you. I don't care what color you are, what nationality, where you come from. You're a man and you're needed. You're so very much needed. If you ain't heard it from nobody else, you heard it from me. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.